YouTube, it's your girl JB Good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. Today's video is going to be all about my first trimester. For those of you who have not seen my I am pregnant video, I will put the link below, or you can go through my videos and it should be the last video before this one. I'm currently 13 weeks and 5 days pregnant with baby number 2, and my husband and I and my family and friends are so excited. And I just wanted to do like a recap of my first trimester because I have not done any videos on my pregnancy at all. Reason being is there's been a lot of changes going on in my life, guys. We've moved to a different house, and so just being pregnant and trying to get that together has been a lot. I'm also now a pastor's wife. My husband has been elevated to pastor, so that came with its own little things going on there. Some family drama, which I'll probably do a video about that. My son is in school, pre-K. There's just been so much going on that me trying to do a pregnancy video every week was not going to happen, especially because I went through morning sickness. I'm going to take this shirt off, my sweater off rather. I hope I have a little stain here. Y'all forgive me, I just ate, so judge me if you want. I'm not changing my clothes right now because I'm not feeling good. I'm sick, so I stayed home from work today, but whatever. Let's get into this first trimester video. So I didn't want to put any videos, do weekly videos because of those reasons, and because I went through a lot these first 12 weeks. For those of you who don't know, the first trimester, how I calculate it, it starts at week 1 of pregnancy through week 12. And you guys bear with me because I lose breath a lot, like loss of breath, not loss of breath. I get out of breath a lot in this second trimester. So y'all bear with me if I'm having to slow down or catch my breath or whatever the situation may be. So yeah, first trimester. Let's look at my notes. I have my computer over here just kind of helping me out with certain things that I wanted to talk about. First trimester has been difficult for me, a lot more difficult this time around than it was for my son. My son, I do remember being sick, but I don't remember the sickness lasting as long as it has lasted in this pregnancy, and just being sick and tired. And then having a 4-year-old, a husband, obviously, a job, and other different responsibilities that we have, it has really been a lot, guys, a lot. So I'm hoping, now that I'm in my second trimester, I'm hoping that in a couple of weeks I will start to feel a lot better. My energy has been non-existent, and if you can imagine moving into a new place and trying to do what you need to do to get that new place up and running, especially being a woman, and a woman who takes pride in her house and just making sure that everything is where it needs to be, it has been so difficult for me to be able to do that because I have had no energy. And I'm the type of person that I like my house to be clean. I like certain things to be a certain type of way, so much to the point where my husband will have to tell me, like, you need to sit down and chill out, like, you need to stop. And I don't stop until everything is where it needs to be. So that has been so difficult for me in this pregnancy to just get everything the way here on the home front that I want it to be. But I think I have learned just how to slow down and chill out. Like, I have tried to push myself a little bit, and let me tell you something. You think that your body is the same way that it was previous to pregnancy. It is not. When you are pregnant and you trying to do certain things that you used to do, it's not going to work. It's not going to work, and I learned that the hard way during this pregnancy thus far, so much so that I have just said, girl, sit down somewhere and chill out. Just relax. If you're not going to do it right now, if you can't get it done today, wait for tomorrow. You'll eventually get it done. And that's just been exactly what I've been doing during this pregnancy, because I've not had the energy to do anything, really. And what can you do when you don't have energy? You can't do nothing but just chill out. But again, I'm not the type of person who chills out, but my body was like, So it definitely dictated to me We're not doing all this. You're going to sit somewhere and relax. And I have to say that my husband has been so amazing through this process. I'm usually the one who does the laundry. I'm usually the one who does all of the cleaning. I'm usually the one 100%. Not that he's not 100% hands-on with my son, but just dealing with him, you know, I'm usually taking him most places and things like that. And my husband has stepped up tremendously all around. He is like Mr. Mom and Mr. Dad. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, anything, you name it, he is doing it. And I'm so appreciative. And I know he's probably watching this video, so I love you so much for that. Alright, weight gain. I've only gained 4 pounds during this pregnancy thus far, which I'm really happy about. In your first trimester, your weight is very slow anyway, your weight gain. For some women, it's very slow. For some women, it could be more than, you know, it could be a lot faster. For me, I'm already overweight, basically. So the slower, the better. And if you are overweight, you tend to, based upon the research that I read, you don't tend to gain weight quickly. So thank God for that. But I know after I'm done with this baby, girlfriend's going to go on a serious weight loss journey for real, guys. So I have noticed though with the weight, only 4 pounds like I said, but I'm getting wider at the hips and obviously in my stomach region. So I'm not able to fasten some of my pants and things like that, and I know that maternity wear is really like overdue. I need to be going and buying stuff now, and unfortunately I have not, because I just don't want to spend the money on buying stuff. But I think this pregnancy for me needs to be about comfortability, and I need to be comfortable in what I have on, which means that your girl needs to invest in some maternity clothes like yesterday. Stretch marks. I have not had any new stretch marks. I gained a ton of stretch marks when I was pregnant with my son, and that happened like later on in pregnancy. That wasn't something that happened right away. So I'm anticipating that if it is going to happen again, it will be in the 2nd and 3rd trimester. And what I plan on doing with that is just combating that with bio oils and different oils and lotions and stuff like that. And I'm going to do a pregnancy must-have video, so the stuff that I'm talking about I will include in that video. But I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest, my first pregnancy rather, I didn't do any of that, and my poor little stomach region paid for it, but whatever. Sleep has not been bad for me, thankfully. I typically would go to sleep around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Now by 8 o'clock I'm getting real tired, and 8:30 a lot of the time I'll go to sleep, or definitely by 9:30 I'm knocked out for sure. Like I can't make it past 9:30 most times. If I'm up past 9:30 it's because I'm forcing myself to stay awake. So sleep is good. I have a lot of vivid dreams, which is very prevalent in pregnancy. So that's been rather interesting. But for the most part, aside from me having to get up and go to the bathroom 1,000 times, sleep has been really, you know, not that bad. But I am tired all the time, and that has nothing to do with nothing to do with lack of sleep, but everything to do with the fact that I am preparing a child within my body who's zapping my energy. Cravings. I have not had like a specific craving. I will say for the last 3 weeks, and I think this week I'm not going to do it, but the last 3 weeks I have been going to Panera Bread and ordering a grilled cheese sandwich. You know they have like that pick too. So I've been ordering a grilled cheese, a grilled cheese sandwich and a chicken noodle soup, and it's been hitting the spot every time. But I don't really feel like it's something this week that I really am craving. The thing about my cravings in this pregnancy is that they are not consistent. I might crave like Nathan's today, eat the Nathan's, and not want anything to do with Nathan's tomorrow. I might want, at one time I wanted lasagna, the next day I was done with lasagna. I wanted pizza, can't stand pizza right now. So my cravings are very all over the place. I crave something one day, don't want it the next. It's not consistent. So I really don't have, it's like on a day-to-day basis. Like today I don't have anything that I'm craving. I am trying to get over a cold. But I don't really have anything that I'm craving. And when I do crave, like I said, it's like that just for that day and that's it. One thing that I will say though, I just said I don't have any cravings, but I kind of do. At night, I don't know what it is, but at nighttime, I need to have a glass of ice water. Like, it can't just be cold water, it has to be ice in the water. And a lot of people say that I've been looking at on different sites and whatnot, like mom groups and whatnot. A lot of people are like, oh, that means that you might have an iron deficiency. I don't know how true that is, or it just could be that at the end of the day, I'm super thirsty. Because if I do drink a lot of water throughout the day, I don't have that problem at night. But if I don't, I'm not a drinker. Like, I don't drink fluids like that to begin with. So I kind of have to force myself to drink water and whatnot. But when I do not drink water as much during the day, which I know is bad, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get better at it. When I don't do it, at nighttime, I need like 2 or 3 glasses of ice water. It hits me around 8 o'clock, and I go to sleep like 8:39, so I'm up like 4 or 5 times going to the bathroom. Those are the nights that I really hate. But that's, I would say, a craving that I do have. That is a consistent craving. I had a lot of round ligament pain, and I still get it from time to time, especially early on when everything is stretching and preparing for this baby to develop. But I've experienced a lot of round ligament pain, so much so that I had to ask my husband to buy me a hot water bottle because it was getting real, y'all. The thing that's so crazy is, especially in my, I'm just going to be honest, this is a first trimester video, so putting it all out there, in my vaginal area, the soreness, and soreness is the best way I could put it, like soreness. It's crazy. It's like, why are you so sore down here like that? I don't know. I feel like they're stretching and pulling the baby's, I guess, in like my uterus area, I guess. It's crazy. So I have to like put a hot water bottle between my legs. It's intense at times. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, you feel it. From time to time, I do get a lot of cramping. And recently, like within the last week or so, the cramping almost feels like period cramps. So I was like scared for a moment, but I know that it's all just the baby developing and my body preparing for the upcoming weeks and months of pregnancy. Let's see, am I missing anything? Like, do I feel like I'm missing things that I'm used to doing? I miss going to the gym, to be honest with you guys. I used to go to the gym at least 3 times out of the week. And in my first trimester, I did not go to the gym at all, just for fear of miscarriage. Even though working out might not necessarily cause a miscarriage, in my mind, it kind of, in my mind, my crazy mind, it does. So I didn't do any exercises. Plus, I was so tired. How was I going to do some exercising? So definitely didn't do anything like that in my first trimester, and I felt I missed doing it. But now, hopefully once my tiredness subsides, I'll go to the gym and do what I have to do. Not necessarily go to the gym, but do some at-home, like, yoga workouts and things like that for 30 minutes or, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. Definitely going to get into that, and lifting some weights. Like I have 8-pound dumbbells here, so I'll do some stuff with that. As far as the food that I'm missing, one thing that I cannot handle, and it's crazy to me because I love it, is ice cream. Like, this baby is like, no to the ice cream. I tried to have ice cream early on, and it was a no-no. So ice cream, I don't miss it, but it's so weird that I don't want it. Like, it repulses me. Another symptom that I had is, which I had with my son, is my husband couldn't cook anything in the house. Just the smell of food made me nauseous and just uncomfortable. Early on in the first trimester, that was a big deal, but later on, it definitely subsided. I definitely started to feel full-blown nausea and morning sickness at my 5th going into my 6th week of pregnancy. And particularly, it started on September 9th. The reason why I remember that date is because that is the day that my husband became pastor. He was installed as pastor to the church that we now attend. And it was such a big day. So many things were going on. We had people come from Ohio and different places to celebrate with us. And that evening, we went home around 10 o'clock. We had 2 services, went home at 10 o'clock. And at that time, I was feeling like I wanted to throw up on the highway going home. And I was telling my husband, he's like, do you want me to pull over? I'm like, no, I want to do this with dignity at home. So I waited until we got home and everything I had that day, and then whatever else was in there came up. So that was the start of my morning sickness. For those of you who don't know, morning sickness is not something that happens just in the morning. The title of morning sickness is so deceiving because it happens any time of the day. So for me, it varies. It could be in the morning, not so much in the morning for me. I wake up sometimes nauseous, but more so as of late, nausea has really been hitting me at nighttime. So it can happen anytime during the day. And I've had that from 6 weeks up until presently. I'm still going through it at 13 weeks, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be turning a corner with that soon, because it's nothing worse than feeling nauseous and being hungry at the same time. Like, how do those two go together? It doesn't make any sense. But that's been one of the things that I've been feeling. I haven't taken anything for it. I do have this band right here. This is a nausea band that I got from Target, and I kind of keep this on my wrist. And I mean, I don't really think it's doing a whole lot, but I guess mentally I just feel like I need to continue to wear it. I have not really found anything to help me combat this nausea. I tried to do the little candies that they have for it. I got that from Target. Didn't work for me. I tried teas. Don't work for me. So it's just something that obviously in this pregnancy I'm going to have to just deal with. Let's see what else. What other type of symptoms am I having? I've had a lot of backache. A couple of weeks ago I had experienced that a lot, which was crazy. Another one of the reasons why I asked my husband to get me a hot water bottle. I've experienced sore breast early on. Now it's like when I touch my breast on the sides, it's a little soreness, but it's not like soreness like you hear people talk about. Oh my God, my breast, I can't have nobody hug me, this, that, and the third. Thank God, no, that's not my situation. There's nothing really that makes me sick that I can say for sure this makes me sick, other than like if I have a craving for something. Like pizza right now just does not sound good to me. That's the one thing, like, it's really sad because I love pizza. We live in New York. New York has the best pizza. But pizza does not agree with me. Like, the thought of it is a no-no. And I couldn't deal with steak for a while. Just the thought of steak. But I'm actually starting to crave steak. I'm trying to see, looking at my notes here, see if there's anything else. So that's as far as my symptoms are concerned. I am feeling baby move. I've been feeling baby move since 9 weeks. I know it's hard to believe because a lot of people don't experience that until later on in their second trimester. But being that this is my second pregnancy, I know what baby movement feels like, and I've been feeling like little pops here and there. It started at 9 weeks and it has continued on. Every now and again I will feel the baby move, and that is so exciting. That's reassuring to me that everything is well. I did go out and buy a fetal Doppler, which I will do a video, not a video on, you know, how to work the Doppler or anything like that, because there are so many videos out there. You could check out one of them, but definitely a video where you can hear the baby's heartbeat. For those of you who don't know, a fetal Doppler is a little machine. Mine is in my bedroom, and I'm so lazy I don't feel like getting up and getting it, but it's a little machine that you use to search for your baby's heartbeat. And I brought that machine at, I believe, 9 weeks or 8 weeks, and I did start to hear the baby's heartbeat from then on. You have to be careful with the fetal Doppler because sometimes you're searching for the heartbeat and you actually hear the sound of your placenta, or not your placenta, but your ovaries. Your ovaries have a sound that it creates in there. So, you know, don't get that confused. You will know when you hear the baby's heartbeat because it sounds like horses running, literally. and you guys will see a video where I'm just playing, where I have the fetal Doppler, you know, I'm searching and I finally found the heartbeat, and you guys can hear the baby's heartbeat that way. But I have invested in that, and for somebody who's been through a miscarriage before, it's just reassuring that baby is okay. Me being sick right now, I went to listen for baby's heartbeat this morning, and I heard it, and it's just reassuring that, okay, even though you're sick, baby is fine. So that's why I have the Doppler. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about, rather? So those are pretty much all of my symptoms. I am starting to get headaches and things of that nature, but that's going to be in my 13-week update, which you guys will see on either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I'm not sure when I'm going to post that video. I will be posting videos on a weekly basis, either a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis for you guys to check out. Like I said, my turnover days are Thursdays, so you guys will see videos. If I had to say what I think the gender is going to be, I think it's going to be a girl, but we'll wait and see. I actually went to the doctor's office and we did a Down syndrome test where they drew my blood. It's so interesting that the baby's blood is in my blood. Can y'all believe that? Like, that blew my mind when my doctor told me that. And it's a test that they did not have when I was pregnant with my son previously. So basically they draw your blood, and they can find out the sex, as well as tell you 100% if your baby has Down syndrome. So we did that last Monday, and I should have the results sometime next week. But I think it's going to be a girl. We're going to do a gender reveal, so you guys will see that. And yeah, that's all I have for my first trimester, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.